Aloha, I'm Jeff Peterson, and that was a beautiful song by Dennis Kamakahi. That was the song Twin Peaks Slack Key from Dennis's new album that is called Slack Key Heaven. Really exciting that this album has been released. And Dennis did sessions for the record label Dancing Cat back in the 1990s. And there are 7 tracks that were released from back in those days, from those sessions. And this piece, I would think, was probably composed while Dennis was up in San Francisco. That's where they did all the recording with the help of George Winston in a beautiful Different Fur studio is the name of the studio up there in San Francisco. And so Dennis loved writing vahipana, songs of place, places he traveled here in Hawaii, all over the islands, and then also on the US mainland. And this song is a great example. There's also a song called Mission Street Slack Key, 2 instrumentals on the album. And I think they're both inspired by San Francisco. There are songs for the Ko'olau Mountains on Oahu. There's the very first song, Ko'olau Ui, and then Waipi'i, that speaks of Moana Lua and that side of Oahu, looking up at the Ko'olaus. And there's a song from the area where I grew up called Maui Mountain Home. And I remember I got to play this song many times with Dennis Kamakahi and many friends in Kanikapila at Kahilu Theater when we had an annual Slack Key Ukulele and Slack Key Festival there. Always good fun. And it was a big group of maybe 10 or more musicians jamming on that Maui Mountain Home song, having a great time. The particular song that I played actually is an unusual tuning. Dennis often played in taro patch tuning, open G, and most of the songs on the album are actually in that tuning, tuned way down low to E or E flat. But he also used Gabby's tuning, the C Mauna Loa tuning. The very last song on the album, Misty Rain, uses that tuning. But this song, Twin Peaks Slack Key, is the first time I've heard Dennis, a song of his, in the open E tuning. I tuned it down to open D, which I often love playing. I love this tuning. And you can hear a little bit of folk influence in the song and a little bit of what Dennis loved doing, this sort of rumba bass as something that Sonny Chillingworth introduced into Kiho'olu that became very popular. It's a really beautiful song, a lot of fun to play, and it's so exciting to have this new material. I do a lot of teaching of Kiho'olu, and I teach many of Dennis's songs and the whole tradition of Kiho'olu at my website at jeffpetersonguitar.com and the Slack Key Workshop. I do live classes every Saturday where we go over songs like this. I break them down. I write out music. I have tablature. We learn by ear as well. We have lots of kanikapila. It's good fun. So I'll definitely be celebrating this song and the new release with my students, and I'll be sharing this music a lot. I'm so excited and grateful to Valley Entertainment for this wonderful release. So check out the new album by Dennis Kamakahi, Slack Key Heaven.